What is up, crawler fans, RC enthusiasts, and social media surfers? I'm your boy Josh with Texoma RC, and today we got buddies on the rocks. Let's go SCX30 style buddy battle, looking clean demonstration of all kind of different stuff. We got Craig in front running I believe they're the Proline tires. Don't even know which the name of them are. He also has the Proline extended shocks. With the, of course, Texoma style body. Looking clean. Paint job is awesome. Sammy bringing it up in second, running these stock tires. Obviously, you can see he's got washers. All of us have tungsten in the tires, roughly 30 grams in the front on each and 12 in each rear. All got tungsten shot in the tires. It's freaking rad. So Sammy bringing up, he's got just the body, just the cab. And then he also has stock tires with the flip. He did the modification like 2FMRC has shown, and he flipped the tires. I'm coming up in the rear running a Unimog prototype Texoma style body. Well, this is just a body. It's more like a scale body, not Texoma style, if you know what I mean. I mean, Texoma style is slammed, which I got that coming. You'll see it next time. But I'm coming up in the rear with custom cut and shuts. They are the stock JLU tires on a custom wheel that I made, and the tungsten in the wheels. So, and then other than that, we just running the, oh my gosh, Unimog body. So there are times it does great. Definitely has a little bit of weight forward, but as soon as you stand it up, that weight also just is that kind of pulls you off the hill. So on one hand, you have a little bit forward bias, but at the same time, it's not helping you on the incline as much as, say, the truck. Little truggy, buggy, whatever it is. Looks like a trophy truck almost. I don't know, dude. Look, I just think it looks rad. You know, it's Texoma style. It's low, slammed. It's just meant to look something like a truck, so that we can go out and do something gnarly. Everything's gnarly. Okay, well, that's probably not a song that you should listen to. It's a song my daughter shared with me. She's a freshman in college, and I know what I listen to as a freshman in college, so what can I say? But, you know, probably not the best song ever. If you've ever heard it, don't look it up. Anyways, man, I hope that you are doing good. I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you got to spend some time with family or whatever, some buddies or whatever that you do. And I just hope you had a great time. I know I sure did with family. And like last night, we got to spend time with my parents and my sister and her husband. Just great time. So anyways, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Anybody who's new, hit the subscribe button, dude. Like, comment, share, all these type of things. I would appreciate the homies, dude. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us. You're just, you know, this is what we do. If you are new here, this is what we do. We play freaking cars. I do a little narration, and, you know, sometimes we do other things, and I talk about products that I may be doing, like we're showing off here. I am going to go ahead and list the truck body. I'm going to make one more modification on the little clips that hold it down. They do sometimes break, and so I'm gonna thicken those up, double check those, and we'll get those posted up and released. So when you see this video, just go ahead and check. If you're interested in the body, we're gonna have it posted up. Also, there will be a deal. I have 10 things of tungsten, and so I will be offering a deal. So the tungsten is going to be $25. If you buy it with a body, you will get $5 off, and it will come together. So I'll have that listed. It'll all be there. Check it out. If you hadn't noticed, we do love the SCX30. It's a whole lot of fun. It was fun in the stock form, but it's a whole lot more fun to drive in a modified form with a much lighter body, lower mass, you know, with a added weight and these type of things. And, you know, I do love the stock electronics, the stock system. I have a problem with my servo. It was probably a fall, or it could just been a big, you know, whatever, because everybody else is running the same weight and nobody else has any servo problems. I'm the only one. So, you know, don't let that, just my problems, be like a deterrent for the weight, because everybody in the group is running it. I had a problem early on. I don't know what it was. Again, it could have just been from a fall and just took a little deal, and now it's, you know, tweaked. Maybe I overheated at one time, or who knows why, why things go out, you know, the way they do and other ones don't. But there it is. You know, it is something to be aware, but at the same time, I've had stock stuff go out on the first day, running it the stock the way that it came. You know, SCX24s and that TRX4M had a servo go out first time I ever took it out of the box. these type of things. So the fact that it is as good as it is, and upgrades are great, but I'd be happy with just another $10 servo. So unfortunately, they do not have a lot of parts. There's not a lot of part support, whether it's from the manufacturer or from Horizon Hobby or from aftermarket. So but it is coming quickly. I know Endura has dropped some parts. They just have some links. I know Craig gave me a present, and he gave me what did he give me? He gave me the links and knuckles, cool little tool for the nuts, and then also the Proline shocks. So I'm not running them in this video, but this is the day that he gave them to me, so super duper appreciate you, homie Craig, dude, freaking awesome guy. Also, Mias has announced that they are going to drop the CVDs in stock width, which is freaking awesome. If we could push those up even just 40 degrees, 45 degrees, that'd be radical. Obviously it's going to take a little bit of modifications to get there. And then we're going to need the servo to be up higher with a longer servo horn, which going with a longer horn isn't going to be really possible with the stock setup. But I noticed with the Reefs, which hasn't dropped yet, but the Reefs SCX30 servo does sit higher, so that you will be able to put a longer servo horn, and we will be able to get more angle out of that. So pretty cool updates, but the only problem is that servo is probably going to be like at least $60 or more, which is ridiculous. So, oh, come on, dude. So that may mean that we stay with the stock one, which means that we may have to make like an adapter or whatever. The only problem is the stock one's certainly not going to handle a longer arm. It does the stock fine, but going with more, there's no way that it's going to hold up. The Reefs is claimed to be 5 times stronger. So, we're going to have to see about that. I hope somebody else comes out with another servo and whatever, dude, keep these things running, Definitely like the idea of it being a little higher. I don't like that it's higher because it's obviously less Texoma style being higher, but it gives us more potential throw. So, and then so obviously I was talking about Mias having the SCX or the stock width CVDs, and then they are also coming out with plus 6mm isokinetic axles. So that's gonna be freaking rad. Nice pull up there, Josh. I'm in the lead for a little bit here. So anyways, but 6mm on each side, that's a little bit more than I would want to go. I love the wheelbase the way that it is. I love the width that Craig and I are both running. The aftermarket wheels just put it at a perfect width. It's just awesome. I absolutely love it. Not too wide. So, but going to plus 6, that's another like at least 3, if not 4mm over what we are right now. And so that is quite a lot. And so, probably going to need, in order to run those axles, we're probably going to be like a centimeter longer, another 10mm longer at least. So stay tuned for that. I hear that there's like a K10 or something, that's supposed to come out, new wheelbase for the SCX30. So that'll be cool, but at the same time, it means that we get to make something just slightly bigger. I don't want it to be too much bigger. I love the size that it is, but we got to keep our wheelbase the same pattern basically. And to allow us to run just run at the highest performance, hopefully not going too much bigger, because it's going to change the way that they hit these obstacles and make it actually even harder. So anyways, but that's pretty cool coming from Mias. I hope that it doesn't take forever. Those will be some sweet super duper rigs. So who wants an Evo light at the SCX30 size? Something like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how many millimeters these guys are. But we're going to be, like I said, at least 10, maybe 12, 15mm longer than this stock length here. It's probably going to be perfect for going plus 6mm. So, but that's going to be running with a 0 offset wheel, like the same as a stock offset wheel. So that's how we're going to figure these things out, just so we don't have to go, I really don't want to go too big. I like how small they are. So it's kind of unfortunate that the Mias isokinetic axles are going to be plus 6. I was really hoping for plus 3. That would have been super duper. But oh well, it is what it is. So there you have it. That's coming up. And, to me, I probably will, when it comes to like a Mias axle, I wouldn't put that on a stock rig. That's going to go on a complete custom build, and we'll do something, some sort of Slayer or something. Stay tuned for that, because there is definite news, definite update, definite things going along with those with the old Slayer line. So for now, I do have a few kits listed right now still. I don't know how much longer that's going to stay the way that it is, but for the SCX24 and on the Mias and LGRP axles, if you're interested, hit me up on Etsy or Facebook, Instagram, anywhere. Hit me up and we'll get that sorted. Also, you can find my number posted. I don't respond to phone calls, but text messages are great. Or if you left me a message, you know, I'd respond potentially. All right, here we go, bringing up the rear. Oh my gosh, nice save, dude. Putting us in a hole in nastiness. You can't see, but there's leaves down there, and if you go over them, and the first time it's great, but everybody after that, oh my gosh, keep it on the wheels, dude. So that's one thing with these things, because they don't have a lot of steering, you end up, you know, having to reverse, and so because it may take a few, you kind of get in the habit of doing them fast, which can really cause problems. Don't want to go fast in reverse, just have to be slow. You definitely can go very slow in reverse. It's just very easy to give it too many beans on the way back. So I don't know if it's because these things are new. I don't know if it's because I took a long break from crawling, you know, or what, or if these just happen to be the perfect thing for the terrain that we're driving on. But man, I have had so much fun crawling with Craig and Sammy. You know, just getting together and just cruising around on these rocks, dude. I've been so impressed at what they can do. I've filmed multiple times and haven't put out videos just because I was waiting on a little bit of information. But get out of the way, Sammy. I'm just gonna walk past you, dude. Walk past you, dude. That's what you get. But that's showing off a little bit of difference, maybe line choice, but also just the difference between tire size. So Sammy being wider than stock with the stock tire is going to expose his axle, expose his differentials a little bit more. Obviously he has a little bit of stability, but it's opening him up a little bit, and so it's good for some things, not so good for others. I love the paint job that Craig did. Really cool, dude. Looks super awesome. Great job on the old Texoma style body, dude. Really happy with this body, the way that it turned out. It's nothing crazy, it's nothing super detailed, but it does have a good shape and you know, good weight distribution. It's crazy how much, you know, I mean, it's still a hard body, dude. It's still heavy, you know, in comparison to, you know, like what a Lexan body. You could run a full, you know, small comp style Lexan body, you know, truck body that would probably be, you know, 8 grams or something. You know, something stupid, just super duper light, where this is like 17 grams with the full cage. Full cage, it's a tiny little cage. But that's a lot lower and a lot lighter than stock. So the stock is like 30, the Bronco is like 38 grams. And so to drop 20 grams and then lose all the weight over the rear as high as it is, it really does help a lot, you know, and just pulling these lines is just super duper fun, dude. V Hunters. So I didn't realize that. We went down this right here, and later we're going to come up and I'm going to rotate. When I'm in the lead, we're going to rotate and go down that same little deal right here. That's super cool line though right there, Craig. Freaking walk the V's. Awesome job. Let's go, Sammy, bringing up the rear, dude. I love Sammy's paint job also. He also made a little cage on the inside, super duper cool. Put a windshield on his, bro. Too freaking cool. Obviously, he's got driver and everything in his, dude. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. And he's doing right-hand drive because of the motor and transmission are in the way, and there's a little space there you can run a guy as far as right-hand drive goes. Pretty cool. So I did slam the Unimog, and I think it's pretty cool. We'll see. I made one for Sammy today, and we'll see what he thinks about it. But he was the one who requested it. I was definitely wanting something slammed, but I'll have to maybe redesign them. When I can get a JLU, I may make something a little slammed snub nose cab for the headlights on the JLU. So all I have is still just the Bronco. So we're making stuff for the headlights on the Bronco because I don't have anything for the JLU. So the body on the little cab, it actually does work perfectly with JLU and the Bronco. May need a little bit of filing. I haven't had one, so but I you know, I've had mixed feedback. Some, you know, Craig said it's no problem. Craig said it was hitting a little bit. Sammy said it's no problem. But if you just file just a little bit around the headlights on the JLU, the cab, the truck body, truggy body works perfectly. So there you go. And obviously it was made for the Bronco, and but it gets even better clearance when you take the headlights off. So if you can look, Sammy's running the Jeep in the rear. I'm running, I'm just running the Unimog. So typically I run the truck body with the headlights still, but the headlights stick out past the front of the hood. So not the best look ever, but it does cover it up, does still look cool. It's nice to have the headlights, but even better to take them off. So that's how it goes, dude. But I guess the whole idea for me was to run it, to be able to run it and still put the body back on and everything still function. And Craig made it more of a, he's been running it as a class 2 rig. So he's kind of made it so that he's running this one as his truggy, and then he runs his JLU. So there you go. That's what, now you know everything about Craig. My homies, dude, I sure do appreciate him. Craig, lead us into some nastiness. Again, with these guys, because of the turning and whatever, and you know, sometimes it takes a little bit of setup, a little bit of back and forth to get yourself in the right position, and that's just the way it goes sometimes if we're trying gnarly lines. Let's go, Craig. So he's gonna try it one more time. The leaves are killing him, because as the leaves move, then the line completely changes from what it was. So there you go. I don't know about this one, Craig. Yep, nope, to the back of the line. We are in the lead again. Let's go, Mogger, dude. I do like the Unimog. I think it's pretty cool because, like with the high up cab, it doesn't upset the vehicle that much, but it's definitely losing a little bit of side hill, and it, it definitely changes how that it works. I thought this was a super killer line. Super killer line, showing off, dude. Looking money. And the exit. Let's go, dude. Big tires for the win. Clean, controlled. Let's go, Sam. Little tires for the win. But he's got the horsepower. It's the HPs, but he's a little bit upset. I got to go off to the side a little bit. There we go. Great job, Sam. Looking clean. And Craig set himself up and took the ledge the best, the cleanest. But he also has the longer shocks on his rig. The Pro line, they're like 4.5 or 5 millimeters longer than the stock shocks. Pretty cool. I have them on my rig now, and we had to add some banding to keep it stable. But definitely rad to add the little bit. I relocated the shocks and moved it up a little bit. I tried to keep it so that it went down just as much. It didn't change where it sat. I wanted to make sure that the full compression was the same position as it was stock, and then from there it's going to have more dropout. So, but I didn't want it to raise up from where we sat originally. But I'm not having to overcome like for tires or for clearance or whatever because I'm running a different body. The unfortunate thing with these little cars is that most of the upgrades available as far as suspension and tires are going to make the vehicle less stable. They will make the vehicle actually less capable because the tires are going to be lifted up, the shocks are going to lift it up, like the Mofo 7mm lift chassis is going to lift it up, and all of these things, although they gain clearance and you're going to be able to go over small obstacles better, they're not going to handle some of the more gnarly terrain, more bigger obstacles and things like that. So you're definitely going to have to increase your weight somehow, and that's where the tungsten comes in. We run the tungsten shot in the tires, and it's absolutely amazing. So the thing with the Proline tires is they're the same size tire on the outer diameter as what I'm running, but they have the same stock size, wheel. So they have a bigger tire, a higher, a taller tire. The only reason that is a bit of a problem is that because we are using the tungsten to fill the tire, and I determined 12 grams in the rear by 12 grams being the least amount of support I would want to have in the tire, and so these have more volume, so 12 grams really isn't the minimum. So that's what Craig is running. He might be running 13 in the rear, I'm not sure about that, but that was how I determined my rear, and then obviously we set the front based off of the rear, and so anyways, that's kind of the problem with these tires. But we're trying to figure it out. If I get some, I was thinking about trying to use tungsten and finely chopped foam. So take the foam out and just chop it up super fine. I wanted to see if it would still like roll around in the tire, or if it would get like hung up, because if it's going to get hung up, then it's not worth doing. It's going to be a bulge it's not gonna, the tungsten's not gonna roll. Oh my gosh, come on, Craig. Let's go, Sam. Let's go, Sammy. So anyways, that's just something I was thinking about, to try to fill the volume of the tire a little bit, and to take, just to fill up the volume a little bit. So take a little bit of space to use some foam chopped up. So I don't know that that's going to work though. So I'll let you know. It's one of the things with the sticky tires, and I don't know how they're going to let the foam roll on the inside. We'll just have to try it out, dude. Oh my gosh, how terrible was that? We had to restart, and immediately I'm not the leader any longer. Absolutely garbage. Let's see it, Sammy. Well, that's it from Sam. So there you go. He's out of battery, I think is what happened. Let's go, Craig. Come on, Doug. You got it. Of course, I'm trying to do something super stupid. You're going to have to balance the spine there to be able to float the tire up onto this obstacle and then somehow pull your rear end up. Very, very hard. So Craig rolls and saves it. He's going to push on as the leader just because what I was trying to do was too hard. I did not think that I could do it. Let's go. Clean the belly, cleaning the belly. So, man, I just love running these things through tiny little cracks. It does take a lot of reverses sometimes. You do kind of have to muscle it up. But usually you can be pretty controlled, and it's just amazing where they can go, dude. They pull great angle. It's just a lot of fun. I've just really, really been enjoying these tiny little crawlers. And we still have basically all stock parts. Actually, Craig is running the Endura Red 050 motor. So, and he's getting more runtime than I am for some reason. So that's pretty rad. Although it's going to, it's more weight in the chassis. The motor is pretty freaking low, dude, in this thing, and in a great position. So it's going to push your weight bias a little bit forward. That 050 is pretty freaking heavy, and so the purple did not seem to be as good, but the red 050 seems to be really good. You can just hear him. Craig is very smooth. Definitely has a lot more torque. But I had, it does, I've had some places where I was in a bind and I torqued out, but, adding more torque, I don't think would have been necessarily a good thing. We could potentially break parts, or whatever, like it's being torqued out was probably a good thing. So I don't know that I really need a lot of torque, but at the same time, his is going to just continue to give a nice smooth spin where I might have to apply up a little bit more pressure. But these things do power up well. They are, I don't know, we do have to ramp up a lot. So I bet I need to drive Craig's, but I've thought about it. I have an Enduro, red 050 motor. So, but this definitely seems to be a cool upgrade, and he gets to stay with the stock ESC and everything like that. So, and it just seems to be a great upgrade. All right, here we go. Sammy with the substitution in the rear with the Bronco. He also has the flip tires, cool green accents, all scale features, and a driver, dude. Looking awesome. This will show you just how a stock rig will do against a modified rig. Obviously, the stock things are pretty freaking awesome, and they can do most of the stuff. We're just gaining a little bit of clearance. Sam obviously running the same weight as we are. So cleaning the top with the Unimog. Let's go, dude. A little bit of pop. There we go. Nice jump. Nice jump. Here we go, Sam, bringing up the rear. Oh, dude. So position is key. Putting your tires in the right place. Also, the difference in the tire size. One will go over something a little bit easier. One's going to go have to, do a little bit of jumpage to get over a little bit of bump in the rear end. At the same time, a bigger tire wants to bite as you stand up. Wants to bite in the rear. Here we go, Sam. Just running it in the crack, dude. Let's go, dude. Fighting all the way. Bringing it up. Let's go. And a pop. He's got Samix 050 in his. Super spicy. And his does not last longer. The Samix 050 definitely burns the battery packs for sure. But he's got torque and speed. Definitely a cool motor, but not quite as controlled, I think, as the Enduro 050, the Enduro Red motor. Definitely, Craig, he's demonstrating definitely smoothness and control. Let's go, Sam. I was a little bit dirty to you coming down with a bumper. But you got it, dude. You got it. Perfect placement in the V on the bottom. Let's go. Craig obviously has plenty of clearance. So, man, I hope you guys are doing good. We got another crazy holiday week this week with the first of the year coming up. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. This week I didn't have to work on Wednesday and Thursday, but I did work Friday. Next week I'll be working, not working on Thursday and Friday. So we get 2 days off. That's pretty rad. Definitely thankful for my job. It's got to be the easiest thing ever. I drive around in a truck. That's pretty much it. It's my job. I locate fiber. Oh, geez. So it's definitely super boring. It's nowhere near as fun as driving cars every day, and designing parts and all these things. But at the same time, it's reliable. I get paid to show up. That's pretty much all I gotta do. I do my job. Obviously I do. Oh, did you see him, dude? From the freaking top ropes to the bottom. Oh my gosh. So definitely my job does not push me or any such thing like this, but we can have time to do stuff during the job, after the job, whatever. We just got to show up and be there for a little while, locate a few fiber lines in here everywhere, every once in a while, and make sure everybody's taken care of. So long as that's good, dude, I get a freaking paycheck. I get a paycheck. So you know what, dude, I won't complain. It's nothing to complain about. It's something to be happy about, I guess. So I guess. No, I do appreciate it. My wife super duper appreciates it. And, it's, and we still can talk about cars. We can still have, we can still do some fun stuff. So there we go. All the way to the bottom. Craig, come on. Nice job, dude. Freaking muscling it up, dude. Sammy's out again for some reason. Battery pack issue or something. I don't know what was going on. Let's go. A couple reverses later. Little wiggly, wiggle me this. Let's go, dude. That's where the taller body does come in handy. You can kind of lean it on some things and kind of cheat mode it a little bit. Oh, Craig. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? That's going to bring us to the end. Are we going to make it? Are we going to land it? You know how we end it. Freaking Rick tell you flip.